Hey, what's up? My name's Chris and I make music as Culture Code, and today marks the start of a new series called In the Studio with Culture Code. Going forward, I'm going to be doing a lot more studio related sessions where it's like starting tracks from scratch in different styles so that you can see my exact process and how I actually make music as Culture Code. And every single project file is going to be available for members of the Academy. You can find it inside the Classroom tab. But since today is episode 1, I wanted to kick it off with something I'm very passionate about, which is remaking songs. This is the exact way that I learnt production when I started out, and it's also what I tell my SHA members to do, because I think you learn so much from this. And I thought episode 1, we'll kick it off with a bang, and we're going to remake a track that's got billions of streams. So we're going to remake the Chainsmokers, something just like this. Right, let's jump in. All right, so to save some time, what I've done is I've actually gone ahead and found like the chords and stuff like that. And I'm just going to show you those now. And we've got the track in here as well. So let's have a look. Yeah, we all know that one. So here's the chords. Now they're just, I mean, I'm going on like I know exactly what these chords are. My music theory sucks, so let's take a look. So we've got a G and a D, which is a first and a fifth, which is essentially a power chord, and then we've got a B up top. So there's our triad. So we've got a G major chord, but we just take that up top, and then we've put a D on top as well. So we go G, A, B, A. But the difference is on this fourth one, instead of going down to the A there, I'm going up to the C sharp. Just to kind of make that 4-chord progression feel a little bit different on the turnaround, on the comeback, so that it doesn't feel like it's just like this looped. Then we've got the guitar piece, if you listen. Now, something I've been talking about a lot lately is having simple melodies, and I mean this track is a perfect example. It's got like 2 billion streams on Spotify and 2 billion on YouTube. Like, it's a big fucking song, right? And melody wise at the start, this is what we hear, and it's just 2 notes. It really doesn't have to be complicated. Then what I was hearing is like we've got like a bass thing. I don't think that's that close, to be honest, so we'll play with that. And then I heard like a pluck. I don't know if you can hear it. It starts off there. You can really hear it there. So we've just got a simple, I'll show you the patch. I'm a big Omnisphere fan. Haven't changed anything about it. As you can see, none of this has got processing or anything. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to, let's take a listen. Now that I'm listening back, I can't hear a piano at all. The legends. There's one right there. I've been reading. Do you know what? That might be like that. And then I reckon it kind of fades in around here. So we'll do that. Let's try and get a better bass for this. Let's go for a Serum 2. And let's just open Splice, because unfortunately Ableton doesn't have the preset thing in the native Splice thing yet. So I'm thinking, well, we need some bass, but like an analog sounding bass. Don't know if that makes sense. Let's go genres. Could be pop, or it could be What would be analog sounding? Synthwave maybe? Presets. Plugins, I've got Serum 2. Boom. Maybe bass. Where's bass at? Come on. Oh yeah. That kind of shit. There we go. It's a little bit closer, right? Alright, it's not as open as that, so we can put a filter on. I mean, we've got to sort this as well, so let's sort this. We want to make this more realistic. I'm guaranteeing that since Coldplay were on the song and, you know, it's a big, big track, it would have been a real guitar, but we use what we got. These are definitely louder than these. So even these I want to randomize a little bit. Just not too much. Okay, let's listen to the difference between that and that. That's great. All right, so then we can spice this up a little bit with some reverb. That sounds great. Some echo. Always makes guitar sound more realistic anyway. Maybe we'll try like a dotted. Yeah, there it is. And then I'm just gonna add a soothe to it. Perfect. Okay, then we've got the plucks. Alright, importantly, what I'm hearing as well is like, sounds like a cymbal transition on top. Very long though, so we'll type in, let's go to my transitions. Yeah. Make sure it's not warped. And then we're going to come in. We're going to chop that there. I've never done this before, so this is pretty cool to have like a crash right at the start. What we're going to do is, it seems really kind of like reverbed out. So we're going to go for now, because in the vintage verb, these colors actually do make a difference. They're not just to make it look cool. So the 70s is the darkest reverb, 80s is a little bit brighter, and now's the brightest one. So of course, with something very high end like a crash, we're going to want a bit more brightness. And another dial that people don't usually play with is this high shelf here. By default, this is already dampening the sound, so it's effectively like having a high shelf and an EQ pulling down the high end of the reverb. That's a bit too much, and we'll go like halfway. How does that sound? Yeah. Turn it down. Actually, I'm hearing a piano now. But I'm guessing that these guys on top are definitely like not as prominent. This is such a weird way of doing this, but we're rolling. And even these, I want to vary them a little bit. So I like to come in and just humanize stuff, make it sound a bit more real, especially in the pop world. See, that one sounds a bit flat because there's nothing's going on. There we go. And then all of them, I'm just going to give them a little bit of randomization. There it is. There's like a high choir. What would I find? Maybe Omnisphere for that. Actually, let's go browse. Let's type choir and go presets. Maybe that one. Yeah, we'll try this one. Fuck, I didn't load it. What note am I hearing? The track's in D major, so it's probably a D. There it is. Well, that was simple. Is there a filter on here? No. Alright, so we're gonna filter it manually. I don't like keeping stuff like this in Midi, so I'm just going to bounce it, and I'm actually going to move it down to atmospheres. Boom. That's too loud. Now, one thing I noticed about this, first of all, I want to make this a little bit bigger, so I'm going to use this, not that, this Maserati plugin. It's one of those plugins that I don't quite know what it's doing. I know it's some sort of like guitar amp compressor something. It just, yeah, it's one of those. I did it by accident one day. I was like, yep, that's the one. Sounds great on plugs. Sounds great on a lot of things. Yeah, but the one thing that I was hearing with this was that it didn't sound like this was going the whole way. It sounds like it's like low pass to begin with, and then around here we almost lose it. So I'm thinking it could be some sort of band pass that starts off like, let's go 12. Because we'll generally lose it as it goes higher up, but we get the low end to begin with. And then that kind of acts as like a nice transition then into the verse, because we lose a bit of that low end. There we go.
Reading books of old. I've been reading books of old. The legends and the myths.
Alright, so we lose this there as well. So what I'm thinking with this is, one, I want to I want to filter it a little bit. Even more. And then I'm going to distort it and bring some of that highs back with distortion. And then we're going to reverb it. 1980s, we'll go quite high on the decay. I'm going to automate this up. Damn it. Well, that sounds like shit. Let's bring that up there. So we need to randomize these now. Just that difference already from that. Damn. We can make this better as well. So we can add a reverb to this. Hear that resonance. Strangely, I'm only hearing it on the reverb. So what we'll do is we'll group the reverb, we'll put it in a chain, so we've got a dry and a wet now. So you have to keep the vintage verb at 100% wet, so that we've essentially got dry and a wet. Because now what we can do is we can put an EQ. Actually, we'll use a Pro Q, and we'll use dynamic EQ. And then to mix it, we just use the volume here. Nice. I'm going to add an OTT before the reverb. I'm going to turn off the high. And then I'm going to turn this amount down to about 30. It just makes the piano ever so slightly warmer. Makes the low end notes last a bit longer and kind of keeps that warmth higher in volume for a longer period, so we just get what's perceived as a warmer sounding piano.
It's Achilles gold.
Well, that's good. I mean, when I A-B them, the only difference sounds like the vocal.
Gold. Legends and the myths.
This is a bit loud in comparison. So we can throw in a velocity plugin.
Achilles gold, Hercules and his gifts, and Spider-Man's control, and Batman with his fist. And Batman with his fist.
So we can hear now that this is creeping back in. And the great thing,
Gold, the legends and the myths. Hercules and his gifts, and Spider-Man's control, and Batman.
no, that only comes in there.
And
Filtered.
and Batman. Spider-Man's control, and Batman.
If you listen to the piano from here
the legend
to here,
Batman with his.
it's definitely a lot more sort of like aggressive. And the way we can do that is by actually automating this velocity knob here.
On that list, she said, where.
And then we're going to bring this guy back.
And Batman with his fist, and clearly I don't see myself upon. And Batman with his fist, and clearly don't see myself on that list, but she said,
so we need some kind of like hand clap, which is pretty easy to find. We just come to Splice. Type in hand clap. Yeah, it's more like that one. Batman with his fist, and clearly clearly I don't see myself upon that list, but she said, where'd you wanna go? How much control? So what you'll notice in a lot of these poppier songs is that there's a lot more intricacy with the stuff that's used. There's a lot more fine details, so like making the clap, different pitches, different volumes, goes a long way. So that this is just, they're the same. And let's get a reverb on that. Let's try out one of the presets, like a plate or something.
Control, and Batman with his fist, and clearly I don't see myself upon. Where'd you wanna go?
And we can bring this guy back in. Except this time we can open it out to the left, and we've got
how much you wanna risk? I'm not looking for somebody with some superhuman gifts. How much you want?
and we come in here, and this is where we're going to add some bass. Now it sounds to me like this bass is plucked, like not like that. Definitely not like that. Yep, and then we come back to Serum. We go presets, Serum to bass. Let's try that. Might try synthwave again. to have that as like my mid-range layer. So then we're just going to simply put a sub bass underneath this. Just like that. We're going to make it pluck a little bit more by doing that. And we're just going to put a bit of distortion on this guy, just beef it up a little bit.
I'm not looking some superhuman gifts, some superhero, some fairy tale bliss, just something I can turn to, somebody I can kiss. I want something just like this. Wanna go?
Try and listen to the top end.
Go? How much?
Now, could be crazy, but it sounds like I wasn't crazy. And that's how you progressively make a song get bigger and bigger as well. As you can see, like the piano is growing the whole time. And it's not only just growing in kind of notes, but it's also growing in like the velocity. Hold on. From there to
Human gives some super, some fairy tale bliss, just something I can touch, somebody I can kiss. I want
this. All right, this is going to be hard, but we're going to give it a go because it's an important layer. All right. So I'm definitely hearing some kind of ARP.
go. How much you wanna risk? I'm not looking for gifts. Some fairy tale bliss, just something I can turn to, somebody I can kiss. I go. How much you wanna risk? I'm not looking for somebody with some superhuman gifts, some super.
Dun, 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 dun. Sounds good. So I just need to find a sound now that's going to fit that vibe. Try an octave higher. No, it's cool though. Yeah, that's sweet. So we'll just use that as more like an atmospheric ARP, because I can only hear it in bits. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add a bit of fresh air just to kind of push it to the top. And then we're going to spread it out as well with a free plugin called, both of those are free by the way, fresh air is free as well. And this one's going to make it wide. And we'll EQ it.
For somebody with some superhuman gifts, some super, some fairy tale bliss. Something
I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like I can keep hearing some acoustic guitar. So we're gonna do it. What do we want? Again, strummed acoustic. Why is this thing just going on its own? Auto chords, let's do it. This track's in D major, so what do we need first? What did I say the chord progression was? It was G, A, B, A, G, A, B, A. Which, when you do auto chords, is different. So G is actually F. So we have F, G, A, what? It's actually not far off. Look for something a bit more plucky though. Not that plucky. Come on. No. Could always halve it. Apparently not. Why is that? There it is. fact this sub bass isn't doing what I thought it was doing. It's actually all. And I'm actually, on top of that, I'm going to add a respace. You can see that not a lot changes from there to there, and that's the thing with these massive like pop hits. I mean, this is, yeah, it's still very EDM, but like the structure of it and the way it's very, everything's very delicate, if that makes sense. It's very like not crazy production. It's more about making sure what you've got there is great, and then the vocal's great, and if those two things work together, then you don't have to do as much, because not much changes from here to here. Sounds like this gets like high passed, which is very simple. We just grab the this guy definitely gets bigger. Sounds like some kind of stomp kick or stadium kick. So this is why I love doing remixes. It forces you to do stuff in ways that you wouldn't have done it before. Like, I've never used a stomp kick on a build. And at the same time, I don't know if it is a stomp kick. That sounds like it, to be fair. It genuinely doesn't change. I think it just loses some low end towards the end. Do we even have a riser? Very simple riser, which we could probably use. Do we have any downlifters in that section?
Oh, I want some just like this.
Nope. With this, I'm thinking we just straight up reverse it. There's like some fill there. It's like a tom fill, so that's what we'll type in. Go here, we're going to type tom. See if fills comes up. Come on. Yep. And then we're actually just going to make this a bit easier for us, and we're going to put the BPM at, what are we at? Yeah, it's actually perfect, 93 to 113. Let's take that off. There was something in there that kind of sounded similar.
I want something just like.
What are we at? This is 110, so we put that at 110.
Oh, I want something just like. Something just like.
I don't fucking see mine, is it? Ah, okay, it's actually very close to that, so. So what we need is to warp this a little bit. And I'm going to put it on repitch. We're going to go there. Boom. Boom. And we just need like a dun dun. Yeah, close enough. It's 105, so let's warp that. 105. I like repitch for drums warping because it kind of retains the quality as much as possible. There it is. There it is. Sweet. And we're onto the drop. So before we head to the drop, if you like what we're doing here and you want to take your learning a step further and you're into this type of music like future bass, melodic bass, then the Sound Horizon Academy might be the best place for you. So this is the Academy. This is a community, first and foremost. The amount of collabs that we've had in this community now is unreal, but the support is just insane. But we've also got a whole bunch of resources for you. So there's the Release Ready Blueprint, which is my course that is based on my Release Ready program, where I helped artists make tracks within 4 sessions. Within 4 hours, full tracks were made. And because I've stopped that program now, I've put all that into a course so that the members here can learn how to do that for themselves. And on top of that, every single Monday, we have a Q&A call with yours truly. And every single Friday, we have a feedback session with either Drayan or myself, where we listen to your music and give you expert feedback on what's missing and how you can get to that next level. So hope to see you on the inside of the Academy. Right, back to the tutorial. All right, drop time. I always build my drops from the ground up, so that means starting with kick and snare. What we got? It's a very stumpy kick, so I'm just going to simply come in here, go kick. Let's turn this repeat off. mean, that's got a stump. That's actually very close, you know. I'm going to drag this one in. Maybe that for the top end. There we go. Boom. I'm thinking that these are more like toms. Oops. Sweet, all right. So with this one, we just want the high end from it. All right. It's like a hip-hoppy kind of shit. Snare and clap. Let's go drums. Let's go snare. Now, I know that what I'm hearing on top is definitely a clap, but I do believe there's like a lower end, more sharp snare. That's why I'm in the snares first. Yeah, I believe something like that's in there as well. We're just dragging shit in. We're just testing at this point. Oh, that's interesting. All right, so let's look for a clap. What I heard was on every 2 and 4, second and fourth snare, there was like a snap. Which is, again, very poppy thing to do. It's like making the most out of the least amount of elements. All right, let's get a clap. So let's come out of snares. Any claps? interestingly, that has a lot of what I'm looking for anyway. So let's add a reverb to that. But I'm going to group this reverb, and we're going to do the dry wet again, so I can EQ it if needed. Nope, this. There we go. There's like one of the claps is like very distorted. Where's that reverb one? Could be something like that on top of it. But I would argue that it's like got an OTT or something on it, possibly, to make it last longer. Alright, now we need to find a snare. Let's turn that down. Let's just go to home. I'm going to type snap and we'll see what comes up. Whoops, no, I want that. And it's a separate thing. Yeah, there it is. All right, hats. Let's go perk loop. It's kind of like that in between. No, it's definitely lower. Let's go back to Tom. All right, there we go. Now we can get into the fun bit. So then we're gonna take that up to the top now, and we have a side chain. So let's just get rid of these two. And I'm just gonna add a sub bass in there. Now what does it sound like? Let's just take this. Boom. Gun. Serum 2. And we're going to add a saturator onto here. All right, there we go. So we have sub bass, but it's not as open as that. So it's like bum, 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 bum. Dun, 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 dun. Like this type of style, genre wise, the gaps make all the difference. Like when I did Make Me Move, the gaps kind of just brought the whole drop to life. Now bass wise, I don't see it being that crazy, to be honest. Probably that one again. Drag a plus 12 on there. Sounds like it's got a bit of release though. Let's add some distortion to it. Alright, so the sidechain definitely isn't as long. I'm going to go for an Omnisphere bass now because I like Omnisphere. Because I feel like Omnisphere is a great choice for when you're trying to do a song that's not so digital sounding, if that makes sense. So we're going to go for, with that in mind, let's go analog vibes. And let's go all, and we'll just rotate this. I don't know if I need to go plus 12 on this. Yeah. So that's pretty simple. That's pretty thick. Yeah, that's sweet. All right. Now we need to build chords, all right? What? Where does it go? Ah, God. Now I'm gonna go for a preset in here that I know they've used in one of the, I think it's Roses. It's called Icicle. Key. Sorry, it's a key. Key. There. Alright, how are we doing this? How are we doing this? I imagine it's very close to these chords. We're going to take all them. Alright, I need to put the thing up. Yep. That's it. All right, so let's just sort of build this the simple way rather than just copying the chords. So I know that that A stays there. that layer don't sound too great, does it? Copy to envelope 2. That sounds too bad now. Let's EQ that. So this is going on for too long. All right, and then we just, we just keep building on that. So let's try a wavetable, because I really like that plugin in Ableton. As you saw, I mean, that sounds great, but like as you saw then, I made that in context with that. Like I didn't really check, I didn't make it whilst it was in solo mode, because I'm only interested in how it performs with everything else. And then we go. Some definite white noise over the top, so let's just get that in. Silent white noise. Now, one thing you have to remember as well is like we don't have the vocal over the top, which is it's a huge part of it. It's missing because you can still hear it echoing. Could the piano still be in there? There's Summit in there. I don't know what it is. Let's duplicate that and put that there. We're just going to try it out. Sometimes these things do work in these types of tracks. Actually sounds pretty sick. Obviously we don't want all that. And then we definitely want some kind of atmospheric layers in there. I also want to get that ARP in there as well. Where's the ARP gone? When you bring in stuff from the verses, oftentimes it helps to tie, as you saw with that piano then. What is this shit? I copy paste. It helps to tie in the before and after parts. Okay, so we're going to type in atmosphere. Actually, I've got some here that might work. Let's see, so we're going to take it up 2. What we're going to do here as well, we're actually going to make a lead out of this. I'm going to use Nexus. I'm just going to go lead. I like that one. Is it delay? Back to atmosphere. Let's go D major. I'm looking for something a bit higher end now. That's the one. And then with this we go, what does it do? It's like bum, 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 bum. So we do dun, 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 dun. Lead. Again, we're going to go lead. I didn't expect that lead to work first time, but there you go. And just to force good habits, or just EQ it, although I don't think it really needs it. Alright, so there's one thing I want to do before we wrap this up, and I want to add a down sweep to the drop just to give it that impact that we need. I'm going to add a harsh effect to it to make it wide. There we go. I'm just going to add an EQ just to cut off the low end. Alright, let's listen to this from the top. Sweet. So there you have it. There's a video. If you remember, you can go grab that project file right now and just kind of dissect the layers and, you know, learn from it. And if you aren't a member and you want to become a member, then I'll be very grateful to have you inside the Sound Horizon Academy, and I will see you on the next video.